left off inside the cargo bay of the ship, if I'm not mistaken.
Where was this ship? Was it crashed?
Yes, on the moon. You went to go rescue the ship.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm remembering.
Okay, so if you double click your token or whatever, or on your character thing, you should bring you to the map that we're currently at.
You actually have to click it and then go to the little targeting icon, and then it'll bring you
Aha.
to the map.
I was wondering how to do that. I didn't know. I didn't realize that ridicule did that.
Okay, what do you do? I'm curious.
So on your character sheet, if you click on the token, it opens up another window,
Yeah.
and that window has it has a picture of your portrait, a picture of your token, and then it has a ridicule crosshairs that will. It says open token linked map, if any.
That's cute. I'm glad we're learning things that we're not going to use for a long time. Alrighty, here. So we gotta go. We finished the cargo hold. Okay. All right, you guys ready to move on to the next room?
I suppose.
Did we get any loot or anything from this area?
Negative.
Okay. Do we need to look through stuff, or are we just gonna push forward?
Does there appear to be anything to loot in here?
How do
Crates or anything?
There's not appear to be anything of value in here.
I'm sorry, I've been trying to pull it up with the thing, so the token double click doesn't work anymore.
Right. When it opens that window, on that window there's a crosshair targeting thing, which if you click on that, it will open the map.
Okay.
That's what we was just talking about.
That's cute.
I'm sorry, I was distracted because I was closing off stuff that I was reading while we were waiting to figure out what we were doing. My apologies. Oh yeah. So what was the deal? What did we figure out about this body though?
It was killed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like who it is? Does it seem to be somebody that we would expect to be on this ship? This ship is they sent the distress signal, right?
Yep. It doesn't tell. Oh yeah, it's the captain's brother and science officer. Because it says Veery.
Shame for him.
It says like Lieutenant Veery or whatever on his name tag.
Yeah.
All right, so then let's go ahead and actually, you don't need to worry about moving over there, dude, because I'm going to move you to a different map here in a second.
Oh, I was just going to come open the doors.
I know.
There were doors for a hallway that doesn't go anywhere.
Well, life's full of small little, thing.
It goes to a different map.
All right, so I would drag the green thing over here. Share record. Okay, so you guys can see, right?
Yep.
I can see.
You see a hallway?
A hallway, it looks like.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read you some stuff here. Swirls of black, white, and blue smoke obscure the inside of this. Well, actually, no, you don't, because this is the hallway to the engine room. So.
Okay. Well,
This is a sign that says engine room.
On which door?
On both of them.
Both of them. All right.
Yes.
Well, one of you fancy durable people want to open one of these doors?
I move over and open a set of doors.
Oh, great choice.
Do you want me to open them, or do they not open?
Hold on. They definitely open. Trying to.
There's like smoke and stuff in here. I gotta ask you, am I supposed to see the red boxes?
Yes, those are fire.
Okay.
Oh,
Wonderful.
fire.
Fire bad.
Terrible. Fire bad. Indeed. Oh, I think I can do something about that. Let's. I got to remember what this thing.
All right, so a lot of movement people are doing here. Okay, so now that you've opened the door, I can read to you. I like reading. The swirls of black, white, and blue smoke obscure the inside of the engine room, like the densest fog lit by occasional flashes of electrical discharges. Over a dozen emptied fire extinguishers lay scattered across the floor. Yep.
Open this tin can up to vacuum and snuff that fire out.
I wish it was that easy.
Right? So do I.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Is there a reason that it isn't that easy?
Starship hulls are pretty tough. we don't have an airlock to open.
Yeah.
Where we came in at.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right next to the hallway, it apparently says. there's a person there. It's coffee in the hallway next to you, Zach. Next to freaking Kyle. There's a female android. She's coughing. And an human engineer, female engineer, also there, coughing.
Well, we've got to do something about all the smoke and fire.
I ask them, what can you tell us? Telepathically.
The fire core. The fire in the power core.
Well, that sounds just right awful.
If you put the fire out, we can re-engage the power core and the ship can take off.
Are there any nasty, mean people in there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Definitely fire, though.
Besides extinguishers, do you have any fire suppressant systems on board?
There's
Like
an oxygen
hoses
leak.
or...
There's an oxygen leak inside the engine room. If you shut it down, the fire should just kill itself off.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we got to find the oxygen leak and deal with the fires.
I know, it's a fun, isn't it?
So
It does sound fun.
I can, well, it's up to you, Mike. So one of my Witch Warper abilities lets me do things like create, change the environmental conditions of something by pulling in the environmental conditions of a different reality. I can, I have to use spell slots for it, but I can make like a 10-foot radius spread that, for example, would deal, like I don't have anything that specifically would make like a bunch of water.
Well, cold damage is okay.
Well, cold damage, okay. So I could create a hazard that each round would deal cold damage in a 10-foot radius spread. And how long can I maintain it for?
Sounds like a plan. Do we want to...
Yeah.
We need to go into initiative order so we can try things, or what?
Well, yeah, you guys need to roll initiative. Because
Sure.
It's going to be a big deal. So, like, you need to hurry. It'll explode.
It always explodes.
And the longer it takes you guys to freaking find the leak and stop it, the longer it takes to, like, maybe blow. Or sooner it could blow.
Makes sense. Seeing these fires, though, do I have any idea how much cold damage I would have to do on a given turn?
Sounds
put
like
it out.
something you'll figure out the first time you do it.
Well, yeah, I know, but the thing is, it
tells
depends
me-
on
it
the
just
spell
tells
slot
me-
I use.
It just tells me that it says cold energy from other weapons is wait. No, actually, it won't help. Actually, it doesn't help. It says not enough.
So it doesn't give you like hit points or anything.
No, it actually says if your weapon has the extinguished
Duncan.
weapon property, then you're good. But cold's not enough. I'm sorry.
Cold on its own will not do it.
No.
Okay,
Hello.
fair enough.
Hi.
Howdy. Hey there.
You barely miss anything because somebody lost track of time.
Someone
Was not
wants to
you.
raid.
It was just a dungeon. It wasn't a raid.
That's even worse.
I think I logged in to this Instagram with the account somehow. Can I get access to Orth's character? Because I got a new computer, I had to reinstall Fantasy Grounds. And I
When
logged
you-
in with it.
When you logged into Fantasy Grounds, did you use a capital when you shouldn't, or not use a capital when you should have?
I don't know.
That's probably what happened. Yeah. But Mike should be able to go into the character things and give you control of Orthus.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. Oh, because it's your capital S right now, and then you had lowercase.
Oh, is
s.
the other one lowercase? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what it does. It's crazy.
I don't feel like reassigning permissions. Can you just log out and log back in?
It's a deeper log for Fantasy Grounds. It's not just a log out, log in. He's got to he can't just jump out of the game and then jump back in. He's got to completely log out of Fantasy Grounds, and he may have to do a complete update to it as well.
Install.
Well, that sounds like a him problem.
It'll be good when we leave Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, for at least
Yes.
a little bit until next time. All right, so there's a leak inside. Inside, you're gonna have to have 3 successful checks once you get to the leak. Okay.
Put Orthus on the map for us.
No.
Oh, he's there. Never mind.
Kadia, did you roll initiative? Yes, you
Yeah.
did. Okay. All right,
It's
so
Orthus that hasn't.
oops. Let me reset the order. I know how to do that, maybe.
Take the round number to 0.
All right, Kyle, you're up.
Do I? How far can I actually see in here?
Kyle, you can see into the room what you can see.
I can see the whole room.
I don't know, can you? I mean, I can. I click on you, and I see that you see a slice of the. I don't know. I can't see what you see. I mean, besides what I just did. So if I,
Okay.
if I click on
Well,
you see a bunch of all these red squares. Those are all fire. Just so you know, that the percentile for this exploding is the percentile is equal to the total number of squares that are on fire. So at the end of every round.
why is that not letting me go through the door?
Oh no.
Oh, the smoke looks cool.
There we go. Are they closed now?
They are
Yeah, you
closed
just-
currently. No, they are open.
Okay. So if you don't extinguish any freaking any squares, you're not. It's it's gonna.
There's currently a 30% chance the thing will explode.
You counted them?
I counted them.
Okay. So Kyle, you see right here. This is an area with a leak. Yeah, over there. And also over here.
All right, there's 2 leaks here, guys.
Well, you need 3 successful checks, so it doesn't matter particularly which one. Did you double moved?
No, I got 100 movement speed.
Okay.
Kyle, can you show? Can you see the leaks?
Yeah, like I said, there's 2 leaks here, guys. I'm at one, and there's another one across the room.
How far from you?
feet.
50, 55 feet.
55 feet to your left. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough.
So, are you able to do an engineering check?
I just need a standard to do an engineering check, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I can do one.
Hope you don't fail it. Okay, you passed.
Does failing make it worse?
If you fail by 10, the chances of explosion doubles.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
No big deal.
I do apologize. I forgot to put it at the tower.
It's cool. You don't have to use the tower if you don't want. Kadia.
I'm not sure what I can do.
Well, can you aid?
I'd probably do that. Yeah, go in here, right?
Yeah. Aids are good.
Oh, hey Duncan, you got to roll initiative for Orthus if you're in.
I am. I was just resizing my screens and everything.
Is it all good now?
Mhm.
Good. Is good.
If you're about to go in, Fairbanks might just say, "I have an idea. I think it'll really help speed things up. You just have to wait for me to take a standard action."
Oh. Okay. I won't go in then yet.
I'm assuming the leaks are just.
But where's the
broken
person
things.
who needs aided then? I'm
Anybody
confused.
who's next to the person.
Oh.
You need to be directly next to the person aiding them.
Essentially, Fairbanks saying, if you guys all 3 of you want to delay, I can bring us all to the other league.
I'll delay, sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust your teleportation, but
No, I
if
have
you
a
want
new
to
one.
climb into the vehicle,
I have a new one. I
you
have a
can
new
climb into the
one.
vehicle.
I got a new one. After we killed those guys, I got a new thing.
Is
I
it
promise.
reliable?
It's 100% reliable.
Yeah,
There's no percentile dice. I
I've
open
heard
a
those words
door
before.
from this. I open a door and we travel through a dimension instantly to a point of my choosing. No failure chance.
How do you know where that point is?
Because I asked Kyle.
Well, how do you know there's nothing over there?
Kyle
He
said,
teleports
I
you in the middle
believe
of
him.
into the middle of the power core.
"No, I have Dimension Door now. I can take all 3 of you, you in Eco 1. I can take Brian in Eco 1 because I can take up to 4 other creatures, and a large creature counts as 2. So I can take all of you guys to the point indicated by Kyle. He said 55 feet to his, I guess, to his right if he's facing the lead.
No. You want to go to my left?
Okay, to your left?
Yes.
Are you facing us or
Well,
away
left
from us?
on the map.
West.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
map.
Yeah.
So
west.
left side of the map, west on the map, yes. So I can take all of us to that point. It's Dimension Door. It doesn't have a failure chance. I can pick a distance. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying I can take us all there, and then you'll have your full complement of actions to fix the problem in one round without having to cross the fire.
How
Not
big
everyone
this
is
door?
Is as nimble as me.
Fair enough. If you guys are okay with that, you guys can just delay, and I'll do it, and I'll just do it. Does anyone other than Phil object, or other than Brian?
Well, the thing is, I'm just waiting for the person to decide what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. So,
Because it's not my turn yet.
oh, it's Katya's turn. True.
That's a delay, though.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
You better take the enter button.
Brian.
I wait to see what Fairbanks does.
Okay.
Okay.
He says he can get me there instantly, and then I can fix a leak. So maybe.
Okay. So I guess you just end turn, or you have
Just
to get
change
moved
our
in
initiative. Yeah, just move our initiative down.
Yeah.
Orthis, what do you want to do? You want to?
I promise it'll work.
Guess I'll follow. He's been trustworthy so far.
Most of the
For the most
time,
part.
yes.
Yeah, I'll
With us
delay as well.
anyways.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Fairbanks.
Okay. Fairbanks will step over here so he can reach out and touch everybody. And I cast Dimension Door, and we'll move us whatever that distance is. Yeah, there. I move us 70 feet there.
Okay.
We all teleport.
Hold on.
Instantaneous.
How do I select multiple tokens?
I don't know.
I believe you see the little selection mode thingy at the top of the map. Do you have the buttons out on the map?
Yes.
There's one that's like a little dash box with an arrow.
Yeah.
I think if you grab that, you can actually draw a ring and grab everybody, but we're going to get messed up because of the walls.
Not if I hit shift.
Right, if you hold shift, you can just move us, yeah.
There. See?
That's your turn.
All done.
Brian.
All right, so I'm guessing I probably can't fix the leak while I'm inside Eco.
No.
So and I'm underneath Eco, so I can't grab myself. I'm just gonna move just move Eco out of the way so I can get there. We go.
I want to roll at least once. Come on.
So I come out and I roll. I do my engineering thing, and I think Katya was gonna assist.
All right, Katia, engineering assist.
All right, what's this?
Or
Do you beat a
Orthus
10
could assist
automatically?
too, right?
Orthus can do his own. He's probably got a high enough engineering to do
Oh,
his
that's
own.
true.
Oh wait, no, I can't. It's just engineering screen only.
Yeah, it's trained only.
Oops.
Oh.
Well, I guess you'll die if, you know.
Ooh, 27 high enough?
Oh, no, it is not.
How not high enough is it? Is it missed by 3?
It's not high enough.
Is it?
But it's
is
not
it-
low enough.
It's not high enough.
But it's not low
But it's
enough
not
for
low
you, is
enough.
it?
It's not high enough. You're good. You failed.
Okay.
Not
Roger.
high enough.
I didn't fail phenomenally. I just
No,
failed.
It need to be 10 or more to fail.
I
Thank
don't think I could fail by more than 10.
Yeah, and then, like, you know, it blows up. So, next.
I'm having a bit of trouble here. Orthus, you try.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Orthus,
leak,
you weren't here.
the leak
last
is
time.
yeah.
So you guys took on the Armada, and you guys won because Armada rules suck. And then
So we skipped it.
so a ship was shot down, and then you guys are rescuing the ship.
Okay. So the leak is that area physically broken, right?
Yeah, basically what you're gonna do, engineering is gonna like do something to like stop the leak.
Can I just use the spell Make Whole?
Does it require you? Okay, what does the spell say?
This spell functions mending, except it restores 5d6 hit points when cast on an object or construct creature. Make Whole can fix destroyed magic items and restores the magic properties. Times, at least twice times low. Item with charges and single-use items can't be repaired in this way.
I'm gonna say no, but like if it was like a console or something that was damaged, then maybe.
I mean, give him one free success for it.
I don't know if I want to give him that. He missed last session.
He's using up a high level resource.
Okay, I'll let it go for one.
We'll cast Make Whole on it.
Well,
Yay.
your hole gets made.
Whoa. Wrong kind of hole, buddy.
You're making a hole. All right, cool. Katya.
Isn't the English language lovely?
It's so
wholesome.
beautiful.
It sure is wholesome.
I'm not sure everything can do.
Nope. You can run out of the room in case it blows.
And let's stick
You
with
You can assist Brian.
No, he
I
can't.
can't.
You can't. It's
Don't have engineering.
Oh, you're not trained in engineering at all?
No.
too busy doing.
Put out some of the
stuff.
fires. I don't know how,
Do
but
you have a fire extinguisher?
Nope. Who carries a fire extinguisher?
Honestly, my level 1 Starfinder characters actually do carry fire extinguishers. So, you know.
So you're
I guess
the
I'll
one
just
that
end
carries a fire
her. I don't know what to
extinguisher.
do.
Hey, nobody needs a fire extinguisher until he needs it. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna go do the next person, and then I'm going to hold up here while I go ahead and do a percentile here. Oh shit!
Oh, that sucks. Shit explodes.
Yeah, okay. So, was it 5?
We were the unlucky. Sorry, guys. We only needed 3 successes, and I failed.
Yeah, well, it's your fault. So 6d12. Well, that would have succeeded.
Right? Exactly.
All right, 43 fire damage, reflex for half.
Reflex, eh? Oh, it's terrible.
Well, reflex 20. So Kyle saved.
I take no damage.
I don't think it's a trap necessarily.
I have improved in evasion. Even on a failed check, I take half damage, but I take
So
no,
like, if
no
you're
damage.
inside of like a ship that explodes,
If he makes a reflex save
That's
against
evasion for you.
damage, yeah.
I don't see how that's possible.
He hides behind
It's like
something
standing
that
on top of dynamite and then it blowing up, and you're like, I passed my reflex save.
He jumped out of the way and got behind something.
Okay,
So was it a 20 to
it was
save?
a 20,
Hey, I only take half of 43, which is 21.
but at least the oxygen stops, so the fires go out. You know.
Well, what other penalties are there for the explosion? Is like the ship okay? Like,
This is so funny. It doesn't.
is everybody else dead?
No, it's just there's an explosion in the engineering room, and it doesn't even tell you what happens if it explodes. Because it says once the fire has been dealt with. So I guess the fire has been dealt with.
Well,
Yeah.
The explosion put the fire
everyone.
out.
We've dealt with it.
The two people look at you like you guys are crazy and says, well, I guess the fire is out now. Tala, the engineer, says, okay, the engine core hasn't been irreversibly damaged. It'll be able to fly again with massive repairs to the thrusters. I can re-engage power and access files to the bridge. So you guys, because you shot down and they had data. Remember that?
Oh
now?
yeah,
That's why
they
you guys
have
they had some data.
special data.
Yeah, and they got shot down. So he's like, hey, I can reroute power to the bridge. You guys can go up there and access the bridge computers and pull the data out.
Okay. Really glad I wasted that 4th level spell
Well,
just so I could be
Just
here
so
and
you
get
guys
blowed
know
up.
that for putting out the fire and returning power to the ship, you guys get 19,200 experience points.
Wonderful.
Holy,
Not tracking.
holy.
That makes us level 13, right?
Yes.
I mean, we're not going to bother leveling up right now.
Aww.
Trust
What
me,
did it act?
we're not going to bother. We're doing the 4-player adjustment now. All right, so we go to the bridge now. Oh man, this is
Take us to the bridge.
all right. Number 2. Alrighty here.
Ah, lovely. A bridge. Is there any chance that downloading this information will take more than 10 minutes?
Hopefully not. That'd be horrible.
No, I meant in game 10 minutes so that I can I can spend a resolve point and recover my lost stamina.
Never.
Are the doors unlocked?
The doors are definitely not locked. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so yeah, you can open up the door if you like.
They're open.
Okay, so before you move, nope. Okay, there's a person there. You find before you open the door, there's a person there that says, "Hey," the person's just praying at the door to the bridge. They're kind of
So, like, there's a person outside here in the hallway praying?
just chilling out there by you guys.
Do they look like they belong here?
They belong. It looks like they wear the same uniform as the other crewmen. Looks like they're probably a gunner or something. And it's a female Vesk praying to Damaritosh.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt your prayer, but what's going on here?
She completely is catatonic, really. So you're not going to get much out of her. So as you open the door, you see a creature. I'm assuming you see the creature, right?
I don't.
Yep.
Okay. And this is what they look like.
Oh.
A Valkyrie.
Okay, and cracked view screens give a twisted reflection of the bridge, its equipment in disarray. One section of the room's ceiling has buckled and large metal plates lie across the captain's chair, crushing the man within. A pool of blood spreads beneath the chair. A tall human woman in golden armor stands next to him, impatiently tapping the butt of her spear on the floor.
Hello.
No one
are
is
you
allowed
authorized?
inside.
Who's saying that?
The lady. She's the only living creature up there.
And perhaps you could tell us why you think we should not be allowed inside.
A shield maiden of Damar Torash has come to collect a warrior's soul.
Anyone in particular?
You mustn't. The Vesk Nescu starts to talk a little bit and says, "You mustn't interrupt this great honor."
Well,
how long is it going to take?
Yeah.
And do we see any dead bodies around her?
Well, that dude.
Yeah, the captain dude in the captain chair. He's like,
Okay.
Need to wait for the.
Yeah, can you just hurry it up? We don't object.
Give me a. Actually, you can resolve this without combat. I guess is an option for that. Wow. Okay. There's a bunch of blood coming from the chair. However, give me a medicine check.
Okay. Did good.
Okay. Everybody who rolled. It's not 100% whether or not the guy's dead yet.
Oh. Are you sure he's dead?
I don't think he's quite dead yet.
If I don't take him now, he might not reach his deserved afterlife.
Can we at least find out if he has some valuable information for us?
Roll a sense motive.
First.
Can we save him?
Well, I don't really
Kyle,
care
this
about
is an
saving.
outsider, and you can tell that the outsider is not not really sure of what's going on necessarily.
I explained that to Brian through our telepathic communication so that I don't alert the person. And then he can tell the others.
Sure.
all right.
We all understand that this outsider may not understand what's going on. I use that opportunity to speak to the outsider. It seems that you are here on a completely separate mission from ours. We have a predominant threat approaching our system, already in our system. This individual may have information that can save many and honor his death 1,000-fold or whatever.
Also, you know what? We can make sure he doesn't die right now so he can keep on fighting and win more glory.
Does this situation have something to do with the immense amount of negative energy that is around this area?
Yes, we want
Precisely.
to stop the negative energy.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Can I take it?
Sure.
Can I assist?
You can.
Oh, goody.
I do assist. Add 2 to the 35.
So that's a
35
37.
is- Okay, 37. Very well. Come over here and do your very well and render aid.
Great. One of you go render some aid to him.
I'll do it.
Great.
She's like, I was fearing.
Katya, aren't you sort of a doctor?
Yeah.
She was like, I was fearing. Let me unlock the tokens.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I'm sorry. I was confused. I was drawn here, and I was afraid that if I didn't take him, that he would not get the honorable afterlife he deserves.
Oh, perfectly understandable. You seem a wonderful sort. Are you interested in helping us combat the negative energy source? We could always use more allies. You seem powerful.
She's like, enough talk, and then she puts her hand on the captain guy and uses Mystic Cure on him.
Oh. Great.
I was afraid that if I would heal him, then he would not get the deserved afterlife.
Oh, I mean, as long as he continues to act with honor, then I'm sure the glory he deserves will come to him.
This is a really odd
Interaction.
Yeah. It's very random. Okay, so she goes back to doing Valkyrie stuff, apparently. Because you
She is
Okay,
a
we
Valkyrie. Okay, cool.
so he's
We can't
stabilized.
recruit her?
Nope. She's got to do it.
Oh.
This is really
Linda.
random, dude. Like, seriously, look at there's like, it says, hey, if you talk her down, blah, 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 it's cool. But then he doesn't say anything else. Oh, wait.
That she just-
She casts planar shift and returns to her heavenly realm. Okay. So,
Oh.
I mean, she got business to handle.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. Anticlimactic?
A little bit. Actually, this entire module is a little Anticlimactic. Holy hell, Kyle! You made him. He regrew his arm. You injected him with nanobots, and he regrew an arm.
Yeah, I used my med kit and my dermal stapler to assist him.
All right, so Verum, he's the captain. He just stirs and he's like, oh, administrators,
Yes.
please take my access card, and he hands it to you. Get the data out.
Sure. I don't object. One of you techies, go.
Yeah, I take the card and address the computer. Computer!
Hello, computer. Okay, so you pull the data, and the great part about it is it shows that there is a there is a... Fuck, dude, I don't want to do this. This is such a random and stupid encounter.
What is it, space combat?
Yeah, it's really weird, too.
You could do some.
Hold on. So it lets you know that in the pulsar, there's an entity there. They've intercepted data that there was an entity that they believe is the source of the necrotic radiation.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, does it say anything like what we could do about it?
It's like, yeah, you can take your ship up there and go and destroy it.
We'll have to confront it.
Fair enough.
But the pulsar's radiation is so thick that you make sure I don't think anybody else ship without the positrine shield, would do well. And you guys are big damn heroes, so go do it. Time is of the essence.
Ugh. Fine.
Let me pick my spleen up off the floor here, and I'll get with my crew and whatever's left of them and try to get this ship off the moon.
You do that. All right. Well, I guess we're in a big hurry, right?
Allegedly.
How far away is our ship?
Parked outside. I thought.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. Do you guys park far away?
Presumably, we're like right outside. No, I just mean because I could take all of us to the ship instantly because I have one last 4th level spell slot and just dimension doors into the ship.
So you're gonna do I Dream of Genie shit and just fucking.
But no. But there's a caveat. But I can't bring
Couldn't
Eco.
bring Eco.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or Kyle can just run there almost as fast, and the rest of us
probably
can go, and I can just teleport us, or we can just walk.
I can run very, very fast. I can run at 600 feet around.
Yeah. Alternatively, I guess we could just
How do
walk.
you not break your legs doing that?
Because I'm an operative and I have a
Cybernetic enhancement.
I know, but how does it not tear off your legs going that fast?
Magic
I don't
and
know.
cybernetics.
Okay, it works for me.
I could extrude my entrails to help me balance.
That's
I mean,
that's kind of cool.
it's a crazy world.
That's kind of cool. Hey, is the ship made?
Yeah. Phil, didn't you make the ship last night?
Yeah, I think it's tier something garbage.
Yeah. Okay, so can we take 5 minutes and beef it up to a tier?
It's a tier 11.
Can you take 5 minutes and beef it up to
Sure.
tier 12?
Yeah, there's not a lot we can do with that, I think.
Okay, I need to go pee real quick.
I run at 68.2 miles per hour.
Oh, that's legit. Okay, so
Yeah.
edit that ship. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Let's blow up this necropository and raid guy.
You got it, boss. I also have to be. Be right back.
All right. So let's take a look here. The overbuild points?
Not. It was when I put the other engine in.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Trying to see if there's an engine that can do what we need without taking it, without having too many build points.
Yeah. All right. So let me see how this is going to work. Oh my God.
Ooh. Mike, one of my favorite things about when you're GMing is that the players in the GM are equally surprised by strange new events.
I hate you.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I know. I'm mid-tier at best.
I think you're actually an excellent GM. I couldn't do it though. I couldn't do it without reading through the whole thing, and then rereading through it, and okay, I'm gonna read this chapter or these next several events through. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, shit, dude. I'd forget. I forget.
That's fair.
So, no matter what, if I read it, it's gonna be fuzzy. No matter what.
It's a shame we can't get you some nice necrograph.
Yeah, it'd be great. Doesn't work out though.
Oh, Neuralink has been installed in humans now, so it's helping people already.
Okay, but what's it do though?
Right now, it's helping people walk and
it's designed to
such again.
Manipulate stuff like that.
Maybe.
Maybe 20 years.
It's I expect it's kind of wave to the future stuff, but at this point I haven't seen enough to convince me that it's seriously doing things yet. But it's kind of exciting, but it also feels a little bit.
I
premature.
will never get. Yeah, it's premature. I would never be a first adopter or something like that because what are you gonna do when it's outdated in 2 years or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think we replace our phones every year.
Not just that, but Elon Musk is exactly the most trustworthy person on the planet.
My phone's like
Yeah.
a decade old.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's the analogy works. Many people replace their phones every. How
Most
about that?
people tend to replace their phone faster than
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's September 9th, 2014. So
Strong work. Hey, if I could keep a phone running that long, they just crap out.
I replaced the battery and it goes back to being good.
Yep.
I have tried it on some.
All right, so I completed the ship. So we're currently reading 2 PCU overuse, but basically we just have one weapon shut down, and then once we get all the data we want from sensors, we just shut down sensors,
Nice.
and we can bring the weapon back online. Well, hell, the sensors aren't even listed in the PCU summary. Maybe the sensors don't require PCU. I'm pretty sure they do.
All right.
Oh, they consume a negligible amount of PCU, so I don't know. What can we shut down? Maybe the gravity gun. I don't know.
It's
It's been
so
a while
long.
since yeah. Well, I was just going to say, it's been a while since I looked at the ship manufacturing enough that what percentage of the total PCUs is that?
2? We're running 302 out of 300 on the core.
So, like,
I'm
Less
giving
than
her all she's got, Captain.
yeah. So maybe this ship isn't going to last too long after this battle. We're giving a little extra wear on the core.
Well,
We'll have to replace the core, maybe.
to be honest, if you guys don't survive this, it's over anyway. So
There you go. So who cares if we're putting too much strain on the core by it's not even 2%. It's like
0.66%.
yeah. It's less than 1% overclocking. I'm sure we can handle it.
as you guys approach the pulsar, you get a message from Arizand.
Sure.
Where is that?
He's like, we have you on our satellites as you're approaching the pulsar. Just want to let you guys know that we're all pulling for you guys back here.
Is there any material benefit you can provide?
Yes, we didn't want to tell you this because it was experimental at the time, but now I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter now. Your ship core has been replaced with a necropositrine core. Okay.
What does that mean?
The engineers put it in last minute. Is it even on the options?
It's not listed on my options. Perhaps it's in a module I don't have. Anyway, what does it say its PCU is?
It doesn't matter.
Is it?
Look at that. It's 302.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The one that
Could
you
it
have
possibly
in
be
there is
exactly
the one it's going to
302?
need. Okay, it's like we replaced the core, so it not only powers the ship but also shields the inside from the harmful effects of necrotic radiation. So you should be able to approach the creature or whatever the hell that thing is to go ahead and engage it. In addition, some of the core positive energy can be siphoned into weapons for a little extra punch.
Okay.
Okay, so
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
he's like, yeah, we're all hoping back here, but in case you guys don't make it, can I have your stuff?
No. All my things must be
Yeah.
burned.
Yes, Sergeant. You can have all administrative duties if we don't make it.
Yes, all responsibilities, no material benefit.
So I get promoted. Cool.
Yes, but there's no salary.
All right. So he's like, like Desna guide you, and may Besmara, guide your cannons.
Yeah.
And he clicks out, and then you guys are on the map, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
I have the Starship Combat tracker open. No,
I love that our ship is just looks like a big H.
Well,
It's the best ship.
yeah, it's
It is. It's real hot.
Yes, next to a star.
Hey,
so, yeah.
real quick before we get started, should I be captain then?
Yeah, you guys should probably.
Well, we should all pick our roles for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's what I. Well, I was thinking. I mean, like, I could do either magic officer or captain, but I think captain would be more useful because I can give boosts to everybody.
I need to open up those Starship Combat rules.
I forget what they are.
I'm just going to shoot people because I don't know anything about the rules.
Yeah, you better be gunner. I think Orthus definitely. I don't know. I mean, how many weapons do we have, Phil?
11 billion.
Feel free to open the sheet, but we have a gravity gun out the forward along with a twin-linked light particle beams, as well as port and starboard have a particle beam each. That's our weapon complement.
Okay.
So basically 4 weapons.
So then everybody could shoot. I could switch to a gunner position on a given turn, but I mean, probably all of you have better stats for that than I do.
Except for Katia, maybe.
Katya, what's your ranged attack?
I think at most we'll only ever need 2 gunners because we're either shooting forward, port, or starboard.
My main attack is. I don't know if that. What all works on it?
Well, if you're magic officer, depends.
I mean, like
if
for
you go to
range
the
attack.
main page, your main page on the chart, and then under initiative, it says melee and ranged. It's right there.
Oh, it's 11 then.
Oh, yeah.
If weapon focus and stuff doesn't count, then yeah.
Yeah, mine's 16.
My shooting is... Where's my shooting? I don't have shooting because I have pilot selected. Gunner, I would be at 17 to shoot, plus 17 to shoot. But I'm also a pilot.
Oops.
How do you change your role in?
If you look on the ship
There's a
tab
drop down.
of your character sheet, there's a drop down. I currently have myself as captain because I figure I could be passenger. Maybe that's best. Fairbanks will just be a passenger. Science officer is going to use computers.
No magic officer uses mysticism, but I don't know what they do with it, though.
Yeah, magic officer uses
They do
mysticism.
basically the same thing as the science officer, except they can't do shields. They can do sensors and stuff.
Okay, is anybody else getting where it keeps popping?
Yep,
Yep.
lots of errors.
Okay.
It's probably my fault because of an add-on I have.
Yep, client CT ship entry link, attempt to call field, link changed to nil value.
Sorry.
I don't know what
let's
field
see,
it's
what's
looking
the
for,
Chief
but
Mate get? Ooh, Chief Mate stuff is with athletics and acrobatics. That's fun.
You can be a chief mate if you know what I mean.
Anybody really good at athletics and acrobatics?
Really great at mating.
Yes, I'm really good at.
Actually, that'd be a really good
acrobatics.
position to have.
And I'm decent at. I'm decent at athletics and really good at acrobatics.
Okay, magic officer. It's all mysticism. Or or you could do perception. And I like this actually. That this setup is pretty good.
Now, is it better for me to do gunner with my plus 16 and Brian's plus 17, or to do chief mate? What does the chief mate do?
I mean, I think we
Chief
want to
Mate
have.
does stuff like the engineer. They make
Yeah.
things. They give bonuses to other things by doing things in the ship.
Yeah, you can do maintenance panel. If you succeed, and the engineer also succeeds as their check to divert, you can provide the normal benefit from divert to 2 different systems instead of 1. Manual realignment. If you succeed and the science officer succeeds, they receive 1 additional piece of information. That's not
Yeah,
manual
for scanning
realignment.
the ship. You manually realign the
scanning
sensors.
our ship. Oh, okay. Targeting aid. You can spend a resolve point and give one gunner. One gunner can then take the fire at will or broadside action without the associated penalty. I mean, the best position for me is captain because all the important skills. I have, a plus 28.
Besides, the captains get the booty when you guys win, right?
Yeah, well, that's right. I can make a moving speech.
Yeah, I'll just stay a gunner.
At 12th level and spending 1 resolve point, I can give a moving speech to the crew during 1 phase of combat to the crew, and then during 1 phase of combat, they get fortune. Roll twice, take the better. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know. What Amber, what does Katja get for Gunner? My Gunner stuff is bad.
What do I get for gunner?
If you go to Gunner and click the little actions button will tell you what your bonuses are.
Oh, where do I see that?
So if you go to the ship tab and then you change your roll to Gunner and then you click the open roll actions button, it's that little blue line. Kind of looks like a Star Trek button. Or at least like a Next Generation.
Terrible.
Yeah. Well, mine are not good.
What are yours?
My best is a 13.
My best is an 11.
So gunnery is based on base attack bonus and dexterity, or piloting ranks. If you don't have any ranks in piloting, that's not going to be very good.
Who's got ranks in piloting?
The pilot.
Yeah, but who of us does?
Sadly not.
And the sheet is taking that into consideration, I'm sure.
I have a full set of piloting skills because we needed it for something before.
Yeah, I think actually Kyle's got a pilot.
My piloting is at max ranks as well.
Then Brian can do it.
I mean, you could do it too. It's just a question of,
which is why my gunnery is at plus 17.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
I see. When you open it up, there's a bonus there. My shoot is a 19. My fire at will is a 15. Oh, and it get closed again. I don't know why this keeps fucking closing.
Yeah.
Probably because it hates you.
Fire at will is 15. Broadside 17. The rest of them were 19.
Yeah, I'll pilot. You can gun Fairbanks, whatever your captain, sure. Orthis, you can do magic officer or science officer until we don't need that anymore. And then you can get on a gun and do what you can. And Katya, you've got athletics, don't you, Katya?
No.
What skills do you have?
Medicine, life science, perception, physical science, sense motive, and survival.
That's awesome.
Well, poop.
Yeah, I'm fairly young than I like to be.
You're not discerned.
Well, Katja could still shoot, and worst case scenario, she misses.
Which one uses? There's some perception based ones for first mate, right?
I don't think for the chief mate. The chief mate stuff is all athletics and acrobatics. But the passenger doesn't have any actions. That's a real shame. Science officer is all
So
computers.
the minor actions there's some different stuff under minor actions. There's a perception one or visual identification. You look out the viewport to look at what it is. I don't know how much that's going to help us.
Yeah, you can use
sorry.
perception for that. I mean, it still sounds like I could do gunner and stuff. It's just that I think I can get some more benefit doing stuff as captain because I can like give people a +4 bonus on checks. I can give like one person a +4 bonus.
Yeah, that's a good
With a
position.
with a demand, I have one per round. Encourage. I got to check how many I can do per round. I
You
think
get
it's just
one action per round. You pick which phase to do it in, and you can do it. But you can do one action each round.
Yeah.
Demand can only be used once per person.
Yeah, and like the DC for a lot of these things is pretty high. So like to make the moving speech, which would give 1 round of fortune to all gunners, is a DC 36. But I just have to roll an 8 or higher to get that. The demand actually isn't my best, but I can do encourage, which gets a +2, which I get automatically. I can also taunt. This is what I really want to do. Is I could taunt the other ship with a bluff check, which I will hit the DC with a 3 or higher on the die, and then they take a -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds.
For that phase of combat.
No. For the combat.
For that phase of combat.
Yeah, well, it's
D4
once
rounds.
per combat. It's for 1d4 rounds.
For one phase of the combat for a number of rounds. Yeah, you can either affect the gunners, the engineers, the pilot, or the
So like
you can only affect one phase for a number of rounds.
Oh yeah, no, I understand, but it's still like taking like I don't know what the push thing means, but do you know what that means, Phil?
Push is some actions. Some actions are push actions. They're more difficult. They take a lot of more strenuous stuff.
Oh, so I have to spend the resolve.
So things that are a push action will take a -4 instead of a -2.
Yeah.
On the enemy ship.
Oh, for their stuff. Oh, I got you. I understand. Okay. That part. Yeah, I've totally forgotten that stuff. I still think it's worth trying to do that to them. Yeah, I have no chance of doing any of the orders. Yeah, well, I mean, I think probably Katya, you could even have Katya sit on Gunner, and you could do a visual identification thing or whatever. We'll have another shot. Hold on.
So Gunner, Katya, you said your Gunner you're looking at like an 11.
Yeah.
So if the captain does nothing else and just encourages you, that pushes it up to a 13. If you take a +2 from one of the 2 checks we get each round from the computer, that pushes you up to a 15, which isn't bad for a weapon. I mean, look at Kyle. He's pushing 19. So, if he fires 2 weapons, he's doing a 17, which is probably a 15, which is the same as you firing 1 weapon. So I think having you on a weapon is good, because then we've got more weapons firing. And if the captain can't encourage you that round because he did something else, then you're at a +14 with a computer check. And then we give the other computer check to whoever we think we needs it that round.
Fair enough.
I got a question for you. It says fire at will allows me to fire any two weapons regardless of arc. So that means I could fire both particle beams instead of the gravity gun, even though it's not facing the direction.
No, I mean you still have to. The weapon still has to be in the arc to be used to attack.
It just lets you fire them in different arcs.
Yeah, it lets you fire multiple arcs. It doesn't matter which arc you're firing. You still can only shoot stuff in that arc with that weapon.
Okay.
Otherwise, that'd be amazing.
Now, if we had a ship with a turret, then you could fire the forward and the turret, and then you could fire both of those at the same target.
I don't think you need to do fire. Never mind.
Well, I mean, we can switch roles during combat anyway.
You can switch roles at the beginning of each round, and as far as the weapons are concerned, you can choose which weapon you shoot each time you shoot.
Yeah. So we've got 3 weapons on the forward arc.
But it's basically 2 because the light particle beams are linked, so they fire together.
Gotcha. And then we have 1 on the port and 1 on the starboard. All right. So we really want to broadside him with the particle beam. Although I guess actually no, we want the forward arc because that'll be a total of 66 if everything hits.
Well, it'd be 66 from the gravity gun plus the light particle beams. Yeah, 12d6
is what I meant. Sorry, I meant 66 times 2. I just didn't say the last part. I thought it though. I swear. Okay. Well, I think we're ready. Let's go. Seat of our pants, Mike.
All right. So, as you guys approach the pulsar, the true gravity of the situation is manifest.
True gravity of the pulsar.
I said that.
That was pretty good.
I came up with that by myself.
I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, but never mind. No, it's just I just happened to look at my desk and I have like a mini that came in the mail with my book for some reason. Because Paizo sometimes does that. They'll throw like a mini in, or they'll throw like
free stuff they can't sell.
Yeah, it's like a promo. It says promo on the bottom. Promo Druger Sharpshooter. So, yeah, I guess whatever. So yeah, this creature, whatever this thing is, this thing is the cause of all the problems from all 6 books. Let me see if I can get this thing.
And presumably it has been for like forever, right?
Yeah, for like all the time. They're like it's doing its thing.
Well, I just mean like all those the scientists, the ghosts, they had it. Yeah.
The multiple cycles of radiation and blah 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 blah.
What a jerk.
I know, what a dick. I'm not sure if it's intentional though. I would like to show you guys a picture of it, but it does not appear that there is one.
No.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh wait, I can see
it's
it.
It's probably a picture of one of the
Miss Axonoy.
Yeah, it's
crystal dragon thing.
Is that Johnny Miss Axonoy? I remember you from 50,000 years ago. Are you you old so and so?
Mike, it's probably a section. It's probably a picture from the section of the book, so it's going to be in the art somewhere.
You're able to zoom all the way in on the token and see it.
Yeah, that's what I
don't feel.
That's how I knew it was Johnny Miss Axonoy.
Well, I can't really see it.
It looks like a kaiju.
Oh, okay.
It's a giant dragon.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like a demon dragon thing.
I was so dude on that, and I get got bigger, and I thought it was zooming in. Still, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I thought it was zooming in because I was already zoomed in on
Sorry
it. And
for-
it was
yeah,
getting
like
smaller.
that.
I was like, what the fuck? My mouse is fucked.
I
My
thought
bad.
the same thing.
Okay, so you get your first glimpse, true glimpse, of Miss Saxonoy. I'm gonna be glad to going back to normal sounding creatures like leak and stuff.
Shoot it.
Yes. The purple aurora of the pulsar obscures the stars behind it as a necropository core whirs and labors, keeping the radiation to survivable levels. Suddenly, a great plume of energy emerges from the pulsar's surface, followed by a massive winged form, black and crystalline against the light. So we're gonna. It's not even gonna. You could try to hail it. You could try to talk to it, but this force of nature is in no way okay with talking to you.
I flip it off.
So
Does that mean I can't use the taunt action?
I don't know, engineering phase, right?
No, I can use
Yeah,
the taunt
engineering
action in
phase.
any phase.
The taunt, yeah, you can use it in any phase to affect that phase.
Yes.
You want to affect it in the engineering phase?
Yeah, I guess that would be really useful because that could cut down on its ability to repair itself. Yeah.
Monsters don't repair themselves.
Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking of all the swarm monster ships that we fought. I'll put it in then I'll just put it in its whatchamacallit. It's or maybe in its piloting phase.
Piloting phase would give us probably the biggest advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, cool.
Well, it does do an engineering phase.
I'll do piloting.
Does it have shields?
I don't know. Yeah, that's just thing.
I don't either. We're going to have to do that in the
That's a freaking-
piloting phase. We'll have to do that in the helm phase where Orcus will scan it and we'll see what it has.
Exactly.
All
See,
right.
There's a phase for that.
All right.
Okay, so engineering phase. Is anybody going to do anything engineering like?
I don't think we have an engineer right now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
The
point at the
helm
moment.
phase.
During
All right.
the helm phase,
Now, how
Before
do I
piloting is
do
rolled.
A roll.
wait, before piloting is rolled, I have a captain's action to take.
Well, your captain's stupid.
No, I'm actually fairly intelligent. I have a 14 intelligence.
Come on, it needs to be up there. Like
All right.
20, like
Any
mine.
day.
I'm gonna broadcast into the pulsar creature. Hey Johnny, guess what? Bethany from tens of millennia ago high school said that she never wanted to date you. And I'm gonna make a bluff check. It's a DC 31, and I have a plus 28.
You're just trying to confuse it, aren't you?
Yes, I'm trying to confuse it. Sure, I didn't go to high school with this guy. No chance. Okay, now I'm gonna roll 1d4. Come on, 4. 3! Alright, not bad. So for this round and the following 2 after it, 3 total rounds, our enemy will take a -2 penalty on all piloting checks, a -4 if it's a push action. All set.
I'm not sure if it can be affected because it's a living starship.
It can be affected.
Living starships be more affected by taunts than non-living starships?
I don't know.
Normally, it would affect the captain and the crew. In this case, it just affects the monster.
Okay, so what happens mechanically?
Mechanically, it takes a -2 on its piloting checks, unless it's taking a push action, in which case it would be a -4. It'll take that this round and the following 2 rounds.
Okay, cool. So let's do the pilot thing.
Initiative! Ooh, that's not a very good initiative. We get a 23. Do we have to move first?
Yep.
Oh, 100.
It's a billion hexes. 100 million hexes.
Well, it's 100 feet, so it's 20 hexes away at the moment. We have a speed of 10, I believe.
11 billion. You're just going to YOLO it and just go forward?
Yeah, probably at this point.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, we're in the helm phase, so the science officer can scan it. We have advanced long-range scanners, advanced long-range sensors, which means it has a range of 20, I believe. It has a range of 20 hexes, so that works. And I believe advanced gives us a +4 to the check. Yep, so does our science officer want to take an action, or magic officer, or whatever you are, Duncan?
Yeah. Yes. I was successful.
All right, so the DC was 21. So you succeeded and you beat it by 11, which means we're going to get 3 steps worth of data.
Okay, what are the step 1?
One moment, let me find my book.
I really should, be gooder at this.
Has anyone played Rogue Trader?
Yep, beat it.
I haven't yet. I haven't beat it yet.
I
I'm only in the
have not
beginning
started.
portion. I've got
I
like.
guess- I guess according to one of the videos I was watching, he was talking about the fact that they really fixed the space combat, the ship combat,
Yeah, I know.
compared to the actual tabletop.
Yeah, it's pretty nice actually. But the chapters 4 and chapter 5 are pretty rushed. They don't seem very complete.
Isn't that always the case with Owlcat games, though?
I don't know. I mean, I thought the Wrath of the Righteous was pretty solid throughout.
Not at the beginning, though.
Here's what we get for a scan. The first thing we get is basic information. Living crew complement, 1. It's a
Yes.
monster.
It is a
Ship
living
classification, living starship. Size,
It is huge.
speed, and maneuverability.
Poor and 6.
Okay, so we're way faster and we're way more agile. And then we get defenses. It's armor class and target lock.
25 and 22.
Total and current hull points.
405.
And that's current as well. Total and current shield points. Does it have any shields?
It does have shields.
And it has a total of how many shield points?
305.
And how many in each quadrant?
80, 75, 75, 75.
Its PCU value.
Infinity?
It has a value that it uses. It's not going to be a core. It should list it somewhere in the stat
It's not
block.
listed, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Well, that's useful for its regenerating shields or whatever. Maybe it doesn't have a PCU value because it's a monster. I don't remember. And we gain information about one weapon, starting with the one that uses the most PCU. So whatever its biggest weapon is, we find out its firing arc and damage it deals.
Probably the culling beam. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
it's like a breath weapon. Yeah, what does it do? What's the arc? Probably front,
Front?
or it's a turret.
Yeah, I think it actually. No, culling beam is a forward attack.
And it deals how much damage?
1d6 times 10. but each creature inside takes 3d10 times 10 from the radiation.
Wow.
If
3d10 times 10?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you have a necropository and core, so the damage to the crew is reduced to 3d10.
So reduced to a 10th.
The engineer, if the engineer diverts power to the core this round, the damage to the crew is instead negated.
All right.
That
So
would be
when we
useful
get
last
close, we may want to have an engineer that's diverting power to the core to protect us from the radiation.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it has a range of 20.
Yeah, it's long range. Okay, great. So that means it's going to point its front to us every time that we don't go, every time we go first.
Yep.
This should be interesting.
I don't really know how do we identify
So-
what's front.
Do what?
How do we know what's front?
Well, ours is going to be the bottom of the H is going to be our front. I say we're facing them front right now.
Well, I will put an arrow or something to indicate my direction of front.
Okay. Then in that case, Phil, shouldn't we? We should probably try to get as far from it as possible this round, so that it can't hit us.
I'm pretty sure, what was its move? 6?
6.
We're at 20 now. Yeah, we could move away 10 hexes and be out of its range. But out of its range doesn't mean it can't hit us. That range is a range
know.
increment, not a finite range. So
I know, but at least it would take a range increment penalty, and then hopefully we beat it on the piloting check on the initiative next round.
light particle beam has a medium range, a range increment of 10 hexes. So if you want to use that front weapon, we're going to have to get close.
Yeah.
Too close.
The regular particle beam has long range. So that's sides.
So I recommend having an engineer next turn.
Yeah, next turn we'll need an engineer. We're going to see how often it hits, but
Fair
for
enough.
this turn, I think just want to get close enough to use all the front guns, and I will use evade maneuver.
All right.
I don't even know how to do that.
I fail to evade. Which means that, let's see, evading, if you fail, your starship moves as normal. If you fail by 5 or more, which I did,
How do I do that?
I take a penalty of -2 to armor class and target lock. How do you do it? I don't know how the ships work for monsters.
I mean,
You're just gonna have to like roll the d20, add the modifier, and figure it out.
What's the DC?
Yeah, I don't remember how they're all calculated.
Yeah, me either, because I have like a pouting scale.
Let's see.
I think a lot of them are 10 plus 1.5 times your ship's tier, or 20 plus 1.5 times your ship's tier.
So,
What, my checks?
like a pilot action, for example, evade is stunt. TC's okay. It's in each stunt's description. Great.
If you hover against the little question marks next to the action,
It doesn't tell you if you click on the question mark, it'll open it up, and it's written out in the action.
So evade, for example, is 10 plus 2 times your starship's tier.
Where are you getting that 2 from? Are you looking in the book?
Yeah.
Okay, because the book you're missing a update. It's 1.5 times your starship's tier currently. That's why I'm using the online.
Fair enough.
1.5 times my tier.
Yep. So what tier is your monster? We're at 12. I don't know if it's so at 12. It would be plus 18, which would be 26 or 20. Why is it
28, yeah.
28? Why is it telling me 26? Do I have some kind of bonus?
You must.
So it's 20,
Something
it's
that's
tier 13.
reducing the DC?
Is it the type of sensors or something that we have?
Oh, the sensors aren't going to affect my piloting.
Not sensors, but
So 20, 28?
Yeah, if you're at 12.
Oh, I'm 13.
Oh, if you're at 13, yeah, it's still 28 because we run down.
Okay, so it's my turn? Or is it your turn still?
I moved once you approve my move, and then it's your turn.
Cool.
I wonder if it counts the bonus from the computers as just reducing the DC.
I don't know, maybe. I did not use a computer bonus, so there are 2 remaining.
What's our bonus?
So we have a Mark II duo node computer. It's +2 to 2 checks per turn, per round. But you have to choose the checks before you roll. So,
All right, so out of the side here comes this little thing.
What are you, buddy? Crystals.
Yeah, it's within a hex containing enemy ship. Okay.
oh, we have crystals opposed on us.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 2 crystals are on you. Okay, cool. It's going to matter when it comes to gunnery phase.
Is there anything we can do to get them off?
No, they're going to explode.
Oh, well, poop.
Cool. Okay, yeah, so I'm done moving.
All right, if you're done moving, and he does that in his movement phase, interesting.
Oh, he can do it whenever.
Then we go to gunnery phase.
Oh shit! That would take place during the gunner phase. Okay, doesn't matter. I still would have moved him.
That's fine. It takes place during the gunnery phase.
Yeah. Okay, so who shoots first? Besides.
We shoot first. All shooting happens simultaneously.
Okay. Han shot.
You just do the rolls in initiative order, and then all the damage takes place at the end.
Okay. So you go first.
How do I target it? It's not letting me target it.
You should be able to press Control and click on the token. I get that we're 11 hexes away.
You are targeting me.
I am targeting you. Harmonious 1 targets Missanuxi. I don't know if you need to target it on Combat Tracker.
I just moved the crystals away so it would pop up. So the crystals did collide with you.
I don't know. I'm going to try to go ahead and.
Do you have the ship combat tracker open?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you see that our ship is targeted? It may work now that I've targeted the ship. I don't know. I say roll your gunner's checks and let's see what happens.
Indeed. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. We're ending this scenario with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's not our ship.
Yeah. Well, if it is, it'd be a hell of an ending, huh?
Right? So what? See you, world.
How do I...
How often does the heroes lose at the very last part of the module?
How do I select an arc for my attack roll?
All right. So what you need to do? Let me run through this real quick.
Yeah, we probably should have done this.
Because it said that I had to select the weapon, which I did, but...
Okay, so you selected the weapon. You made the dot checked. And then I think if you click on the word arc in that little bubble, it will cycle through the arcs.
Okay, so those are forward arc. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we are targeting, based on our targeting, we are targeting their forward arc.
Yep.
So you will select forward.
And add the computer bonus.
Is he using the computer bonus, or is one of our other gunners using the computer bonus?
Well,
I mean,
we
if
only
we
have 2 gunners.
then they
right
should
now.
both use it. Yeah, just put a
Exactly, yeah.
+2 modifier in your thing.
Okay, let me try this one more time.
Ooh.
Why did it roll 3?
Because I used broadside, and I spent a resolve point to shoot all weapons in the
Oh.
forward arc at it.
Do you take any penalties for that?
Gotcha, you take a break this
-2,
time.
but I get a
Right.
those should have a +2 higher.
I mean, all but one of them hit, so. But you only make. The problem is you now left no guns for our other gunner.
Though to be fair, I would have had a much less chance of hitting, so it's fine.
All right. It does not tell us if it hits.
That's weird. Well, it's AC
That
is
is
25, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the one.
And all of them hit because I get a +2 to those rolls.
Well, there we go.
That's without the +2. Well, there we go.
Well, roll some damage.
Okay, I'm going to roll the damage. I don't think it'll apply it though.
Why do you get a +2 out of curiosity?
Sensors.
The computer bonus.
Oh.
That's just weird how it's
Nice.
not like freaking.
38.
Okay, so it passed my.
So what did it have? It had 80 armor in the front,
Yeah,
80 shields.
yeah.
So it did 38 damage to the shields.
Yeah, so they should be 42 now.
Okay. Is that all the guns from you guys?
That's all our guns that are
Okay.
that are able to shoot at it.
I need to roll a gunnery. Oops.
I don't know if the fact that on the ship combat tracker it currently says phase is roll setup. I don't know if that has anything to do with why it's not functioning.
What phase? Oh.
As a GM, you have to advance the phase, yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
probably.
But that's fine. We took our turn, so you can advance
This
it to the next
crystal
guy.
exploded and wait, did it collide with the ships? If it succeeds at a gunnery check. What's your target lock?
One moment. Our target lock is currently 12.
Okay, so I did get it. Cool. So this hits your port side, I believe.
Wait, no. Our target lock is not 12. It would be 24
Okay.
because this is not assigning my pilot value in here because I'm not currently assigned pilot
Okay.
because I went to gunner. Let's see. It's not listing me there. I had to manually enter it.
Okay, what is it?
It is 24 is our current target lock.
So the starboard one explodes. And
On us?
yeah, I had to moved him off because I could see things. So
Right.
It does damage.
I think it shouldn't do anything.
Of course, you don't think it should.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I recommend you guys don't fly into the corona of the sun. Just saying.
Okay.
Where is that at
Pretty.
exactly?
Where the sun's at.
Where's the sun?
I don't know what to tell you.
Are you talking about the thing at the bottom of the map?
Yeah, don't go into that.
But it's so pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Don't go into the light.
Okay, so this much damage to your starboard side.
Starboard shield. Okay, now the problem is I cannot enter our shield values. I mean, on the weapons tab of our Starship sheet, I am not allowed to enter the values for the shields.
Really?
The program does not allow the players to do it.
What the fuck?
So I don't know if you want to open our Starship sheet and see if you can put 50 in each of the shield's blocks.
Like, like,
I think this is why we weren't doing Starship Combat to begin with. 'cause
Yeah,
this
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
Didn't work.
It works better than it used to. No, you can't do it either as the GM. You can't click in the box. If you mouse over, it says forward shields.
yeah, it's not letting me.
It's not letting you put any numbers in there.
No.
Science officer, on your sheet, does it have anything
I can
that allows you?
if I type it in, it puts it in on the
Okay.
combat tracker, but it doesn't show up there. So
Puts it in where on the combat tracker? I don't see it.
No, on the ship. Yeah, watch. Check it out. So I'm gonna type it 0. You see your
No,
forward shields
nothing.
go to 0
No, I don't have any values in my shields.
on the combat
There.
tracker.
I don't have shields. I have shields at 200 is all I have.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, same.
Let me take a screenshot here, so I can see. You can see what I'm saying.
I have a feeling what you're seeing is what a GM sees, and what players see is not the same.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Right?
There, that's what I see.
Yeah, we can't see that.
Well, how
We cannot expand our combat tracker on the things on the combat tracker
Why?
because we're players.
That's dumb.
I'm not in disagreement. I'm just stating
Is
the
it
facts.
a limitation of the software, or was that a deliberate choice by the code?
It was probably a deliberate choice by the coders. I doubt it's a limitation of the software.
Because obviously I can change it.
Right. So our forward shield should be 50 minus 23.
I don't like this.
I'm not a fan either.
This is
Now, my question is, Mike, do we have like stats for Johnny Mix here that we could somehow convert, and we can just fight him on like a in
That would be
space?
difficult.
no. We're not gonna do that.
Aw,
I just it blows my mind that this is not something that's doable.
I agree.
There's not a whole lot of support in the community for making the VTTs Starfinder friendly. Most players don't like Starship Combat to begin with. So the fact that there's anything here is amazing.
But like, are they gonna fix it for
No.
second edition?
Who knows
Maybe.
what second edition's going to have? Who knows?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, so you guys fight it and it explodes.
Oh, come on.
Dude, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. Spend 4 hours just to freaking, edit sheet
Yeah.
values, edit spreadsheet values.
It's a fair point.
So Minaxoi breaks up into crystal shards. One hex occupied, and then it breaks apart. The crystalline form of Miss Minaxoi breaks apart, and large crystal chunks tumble towards the pulsar. As these crystals enter the star's corona, they're engulfed in massive solar flares, while purple light of the pulsar begins to dim. A darkness blooms in the center of the star as it collapses in on itself. Okay, so you guys are gonna have.
Did we
to-
save the star system or destroy it?
No, you're fine. It's just gonna create a freaking solar flare.
Time to surf the solar winds.
Yep. So basically, you guys' ship is fast enough. basically it's like a race where you have to like outrun the corona mass ejection here. But you guys you'll be fine because you guys can't even edit your shit, so it doesn't freaking matter. So let's see how many points persistence points you guys get below here. So how many settlements in your charter have a hospital?
Do we have a hospital?
Yeah, we have one.
Well, we stopped building shit because we stopped doing charter turns.
You're right.
So
we're not going to worry about that.
So let's say 2.
With the culling shadow stop, peace returns away down to 4. It takes a few days for you guys to return to your charter to assess the damage from the war, which was very quickly because it was, expertly done because
We're just that good.
you guys are big damn heroes. You guys have maximum amounts of persistent points. So, yeah. As long as you won the Armada against that blah, 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 you survived your hero's point of return. The radiation. Here we go. Jubilation. Euphoria grips the charter after a resounding success against all odds. Even those sickened by the culling shadow recover in time to join the celebrations. Okay. So, yeah. You guys are big damn heroes. Do you guys want to if we were to continue the campaign, would you guys stay on or would you guys go on or to, different things? And there's a lot of really cool things here. Pact World Protectorate. Okay, so you guys now united the charters and you guys could eventually join the Pact Worlds, but not right now. But you guys are basically a protectorate of the Pact Worlds at this point. So
Yeah, if something happens to us, they'll come help defend us.
pretty much, you guys are big damn heroes. You guys can retire. You guys can not retire. You guys can do whatever you want because you're big damn heroes. And
I think Duncan's probably tired of running everything.
He's like, finally, I can
Yeah,
stop
I've
doing
given that-
charter turns.
And
Yeah,
I've given that job to Arzan.
Yeah, exactly. We'll promote
Even though I came back, he can still have that job.
Arizan gladly takes over the charter administration, especially since you guys united all the factions into like a United Nations type of thing. So they have like this planetary council thing that they set up, and the Arizan takes the lead. So yay!
Yay.
I can't believe this module.
Strong work.
This module just pisses me off. It was so promising.
Hey, Popety's nerfing.
Yeah.
started off well, and then it kind of.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
disappointed.
one of those that kind of petered out. Well, like it just seems like the whole final book is. I mean, like surely they knew when they wrote this that Starship Combat was like the least favorite part.
Well, I guess they had to probably try to fit the Armada combat in there somehow, with the
Yeah, so they could show it off.
Oh, because it just got released. Of course, they always do that.
It's like whenever they have like a new mechanic, they have to show it off in the next AP.
Yeah.
I'm really
Well,
hoping to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's the same thing. Like with the Outlaws of Alkenstar was the AP released right after the release of the Guns and Gears
Yeah.
supplement.
I'm really hoping 2E helps fix Starship Combat.
Yeah, because
I hope so, too.
I love the lore of the Starfighter. It's just I don't know. They could. This is the best they could do.
Well, there's got to be. I mean, there's going to be big changes, and just roll with it. I love it. I love the universe of it. Go ahead.
I think the hardest thing with space combat is just they have to try to give everyone something to do in a singular ship.
Yeah.
Which I think it would be cooler if said you had a main ship and then fighters, so everyone just runs a small ship themselves.
And you could kind of do that. It does make it a little bit more difficult to do stuff based on the way the rules are currently set up.
Yeah, because you have to have sensor rolls yourself, your engineering rolls yourself, everything.
Well, there's only so much you can do. If you don't pilot your ship just drives forward at the same speed it was going last turn. There is gunnery where you can basically do a snapshot where you basically take a penalty to fire a gun off the cuff.
Yeah.
While you're focused on like flying.
Honestly, I'm just a little disappointed in myself on this one. So.
I don't know if that's fair. You're being too hard.
I didn't realize that it was such a freaking lack of ability to do things in the PC side of it.
There's a reason why I put so much effort into the Roll20 sheets. Because to make this work better. Starship, the coding for the Starship stuff was just it was beyond what I was really capable of doing well.
This makes me a little sad, actually.
Hopefully it works pretty well in Foundry, apparently.
Is Starship Combat working Foundry?
Apparently.
I have not experienced Starship Combat in Foundry. I haven't played with it at all. I didn't have a good love for the character sheets, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
I have zero familiarity with Foundry, but I'm not in charge, so.
Are there no alternate character sheets for Starfinder then?
I haven't looked at any of the Starfinder stuff in Foundry.
It's all going to change anyway, so.
I've only looked at the Pathfinder stuff. But, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. Part of what my thinking was when I wanted to start learning 2E was thinking like, well, learn these mechanics, get them down really well, and then we can switch to Starfinder 2E.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
They got to do something with Starfinder, with the Starship Combat. This just doesn't work.
Well, let me just say this then, just to chime in for, I guess, next time. Are we all, just to be clear, we're all on board, we're all playing Outlaws of Alkenstar in 2 weeks?
I'm DTF.
Fair enough.
DTR, down to roll.
Same time, same day.
It should be.
Yeah, I mean, assuming it works for everybody. I'm happy to shift things around if we need to change it to go a little bit later so that it's easier for you to come, Duncan. It works for me, but
I will probably, it'll be sporadic, but I will probably be closing most Saturdays, and I don't get off until about 9.
Okay.
And what time is it for you now?
So 9 is 10 over here. So would it work for everyone to just start an hour later?
No.
Fine by me.
I will adjust.
Okay. If we could just start an hour later, that means that most days, that even if you have to close, Duncan, you should be only missing very beginning or, people getting late and still getting drinks and snacks and bullshitting for a while.
Well, luckily, I live right behind where I work, so it takes me 5 minutes-ish to get home.
So
that'll work perfect for me. Yeah,
we can just sit around and say mean things about you as a person while we wait for you to show up, and then we can play.
Fair.
This is true.
So I'm going through everything. I'll have it set up. The server, just like with this, will only work when I've got it turned on. But if you use Path Builder, if you use the Path Builder website to make your character. It's worked perfectly for us in my other game to just port it in. We have we have like a module installed that will pull it over easy. So that